Continental GT has been a huge hit for Bentley and Volkswagen AG since its launch in 2003, but the problem is that the car really hasn't changed that much over the years. Sure, the facelift brought tweaked styling, a new V8, and reworked interior, but it still takes a keen eye to spot the differences between the first Conti and those built after 2011. It's likely that a $200,000 Grand Touring Bentley coupe convertible wasn't a huge priority for VW coming out of a global recession, but now with high-end luxury cars back in full swing, Bentley finally unleashed the third-generation Continental GT. Revealed ahead of the 2017 Frankfurt Motor Show, the new Conti GT confirms what we already knew from spy shots and the Bentley SUV. The exterior styling is heavily based on the XP10 Speed 6 concept, while the interior borrows some of the features and materials seen in the SUV. Bentley also took the new 6.0-liter W12 that it launched with the Bentley and dropped it under the Continental's hood, with revised internals and other drivetrain components. All told, the new Continental GT is sportier, quicker, more powerful, and more luxurious than the outgoing model. But more about that in the review below. When it comes to redesigns, Bentley isn't the kind of automaker you should go to for radical changes. At least not as far as the Continental GT goes. Just look at the outgoing, second-generation models versus the original coupe. The redesign was mostly about refined details than anything else. But things changed rather dramatically, and the third-generation Conti GT is a massive improvement. And it's gorgeous to look at too. Not surprisingly, the new Grand Tourer is heavily based on the XP10 Speed 6 concept car. Granted, it's not as sporty as the show car, it clearly lacks the supercar-like stance, but it features many of its styling cues. Up front, the grille is almost identical, so it's significantly wider and placed a bit lower in the fascia. The nose has been lowered, too. Flanking the massive grille are the usual round headlamps with smaller units toward the corners, but both have been redesigned and have different proportions. Unlike the exterior, the interior bears very little resemblance to the XP10 Speed 6 concept. The layout is still closely related to the outgoing model, but Bentley added so many new features that we're basically looking at a new design. Arguably the most impressive feature is the new infotainment display. Called the Bentley Rotating Display, it's a 12.3-inch touchscreen housed in a three-sided unit that revolves in the center stack. When the car is not in use, it appears to be no screen in the center of the dashboard, with the wood veneer flowing uninterrupted across the dashboard. When the engine start button is pressed, however, the veneer in the center stack glides forward and rotates to reveal the configurable screen. The third side of the rotating display reveals three analog dials displaying outside temperature, a compass and chronometer, so you can opt for either a simple dash or elegant, old-school style dash. This is an industry-first feature, as McLaren's somewhat similar feature is used in the instrument cluster.